you.
Let's talk about a few specs. We got to fit this in because I think there's some great features and benefits to this drum kit.
Yeah.
We've really built it, again, vertically integrated it from that Phoenix kit. So first of all, we have a hybrid shell. We've talked about that a little bit. The other thing that you'll notice on this kit, it's got the hook lug. And the hook lug is something that we designed on the Phoenix kit. There's two great benefits. One, you can take the head off without having to unthread all the lugs. Makes for quick head changes if you're in that live situation or you find yourself with whether a out-of-tune head, a dead head, or a broken head. It's a really nice feature to have. But it also has a great stance on the shell. It's a very small piece of metal that we actually have to attach to the shell. So what's great about that is it opens up that drum. Another thing that we designed on this kit is the Yes Mount 3. Yes, we're on our third version of this. And what's really neat and exciting about this feature is it really opens up that drum again. It gives us a wide dynamic range, great body to the sound without interfering, and we're not losing any of that vibration in the stand as you sometimes do with the mounting systems. You'll notice that it's a 3-point mounting system on most of the drums, and basically what we've done is we've also made that plate adjustable so we don't have so many parts. We used to have a lot of parts on the previous Absolute where you had a different size plate for every depth of drum. So it really gives you a nice feature, really isolates it from the stand and gives you a nice sound. Whether you're in the studio, live, or wherever you might be, it's just a great feature to have. Really lets these drums sing.
You know a lot about these drums.
Oh, I love them, baby. I love them. It's the way to go. Yummies. Another great feature that we have is the Diecast Hoops on here, the 3mm Diecast Hoops. You know, Diecast Hoops are just fantastic on this kit, really focusing that tone and that sound and giving you great feedback as a player. Just something I didn't mention before, but we have, again, on all of these kits, basically a coated ambassador on the snare, an ambassador on the bottom snare side, and then all the tops are the Emperors, the Remo Emperors, thanks to our friends over at Remo for making sure we have the right stuff here. And, of course, we have the ambassadors on the bottom side of those drums as well. Power Stroke 3 on all the bass drums on the kick side, and on the front side is just that it's a Power Stroke 3, whether it's a white or a black head, just the same kind of vibe. Giving the drum a nice depth and sound. Most of the sizes you see here are standard, going to be a 10, 12, 14, or 16 in this case. Teddy's configuration is a 10, 12, 16, 14. I'm sure we're going to get some questions about that. The other kits were just a 10, 12, 16 as well with a 22-inch kick. And this is a 14x6, and that's a 14x5 snare drum over there on the live custom. So some great specs, some great things that are really set this drum set apart. We can show the slides maybe with the colors. There's a lot of colors in the Absolute series. We want to give people a variety of finishes. What you're looking at here is actually the vintage finish, and the vintage finish was actually designed for the inside of clarinet barrels. So what happens with a clarinet, when they play that, it actually gets a lot of moisture content in the wood. It's a grenadilla wood. And so what they did is they devised this to kind of protect the wood from all that moisture. But what it also did at the same time is increase the resonance of the drum. So we use that vintage finish on the inside of all these shells. And then in this case, we've used it on the outside. So it has a little bit different sound. On the other ones, we're using, whether it's a sparkle, it's going to be a lacquer, or it's going to be your solid black, your red autumn, which is a fantastic looking color. Some of the most popular colors that we're stocking with Guitar Center, the vintage, the red autumn, and the solid black is probably out there here and there, but the red autumn and vintage are probably our most popular colors with the stores right now. So you're also looking at 800 series hardware, which is fantastic, holds up. And the snare strainer on this kit also has the Q-type, and the floor tom is similar to the live custom where it's that hinge style.